I always thought our four-bedroom suburban house in Austin was our sanctuary, the ultimate proof that Chloe and I had successfully built the perfect American dream. We had the manicured lawn, the golden retriever, and a circle of friends that felt more like family, especially my best friend since our college days at UT, Mark, who lived just 3 blocks down the street. But over the last 6 months, the warmth in our home evaporated into a cold, suffocating silence that left me drowning in unexplainable anxiety. Chloe, who used to jump into my arms the second I walked through the front door after my grueling tech sales shifts, suddenly became a ghost haunting our own hallways. She started guarding her phone like it contained state secrets, keeping the screen face down on the granite kitchen island and instantly changing her passcode whenever she caught me glancing in her general direction. Whenever I tried to kiss her goodbye or ask about her day, she would instinctively flinch, muttering exhausted excuses about overwhelming project deadlines at her marketing firm and dragging herself to bed early. The gut-wrenching turning point happened on a rainy Tuesday evening when she claimed she had to stay late at the office for a critical client dinner, but my phone buzzed with a notification from our Ring doorbell camera showing her slipping out of the house in a stunning black dress she only wore for special occasions. My heart dropped into my stomach as I called her office phone, only to be routed straight to voicemail, confirming the terrifying suspicion that had been quietly eating away at my sanity for weeks. I didn't want to believe the woman I loved was shattering our marriage, so I desperately tried to rationalize the red flags, convincing myself I was just being paranoid until the ultimate betrayal smacked me dead in the face. The following Friday, Mark invited me out for our usual weekend beers at our favorite local sports bar, but at the very last minute, he texted me saying he had to cancel because of an emergency plumbing leak at his house. Something about the frenzied wording of his text triggered an alarm bell in my chest, especially since Chloe had also conveniently announced she was attending a late-night bachelorette party for a co-worker I had never actually met. Acting on pure, unadulterated instinct, I parked my truck 2 blocks away from Mark's house, killing the headlights and creeping through the shadows of the familiar neighborhood sidewalks like a stranger. My hands were shaking uncontrollably as I stepped onto his porch, noticing the living room blinds were tightly drawn, but the faint, unmistakable sound of laughing echoed through the glass. I didn't knock. Instead, I reached down to the spare key hidden inside the fake rock by his porch steps, a secret key I only knew about because we were supposed to be brothers. The heavy wooden door creaked open and the suffocating scent of Chloe's expensive French perfume instantly hit me like a physical blow to the chest, confirming my worst nightmare before I even took another step. I walked down the dimly lit hallway toward the master bedroom, my breathing shallow, my vision blurring with tears of rage and disbelief as I heard their whispers. Pushing the bedroom door open, the world completely stopped spinning. There they were, tangled in the sheets, my wife of 7 years and the best man at my wedding. The sheer terror on Chloe's pale face when she looked up and locked eyes with me was a haunting image that will be permanently burned into my retina until the day I die. Mark scrambled backward, desperately trying to stammer out a pathetic, nonsensical explanation, but the absolute silence that filled the room was louder than any scream. I didn't yell, I didn't throw punches, and I didn't give them the satisfaction of watching me break down into a million pieces in front of them. I just stood there for 5 agonizing seconds, took a deep breath, dropped my wedding ring onto the nightstand, pulled out my phone to snap a single, crystal-clear photo for my divorce attorney, and walked out into the pouring Texas rain, knowing my life was completely ruined but determined to never look back. My sweet home and my beautiful white picket fence marriage were nothing but a massive, painful lie from start to finish, and now they would both have to face the consequences of their cruel actions.